Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Rams versus Browns NFL matchup on Sunday, December 3rd, 2023. Of course, we give out tons of free picks here at Pick Dawgz every day, and like some games more than others. Those are the ones we put under the premium picks tab at Pickdawgz.com. You can use the discount code PICK there for 15% off all of your orders. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, text that number you see on the screen. Not available on the website. You got to text. So let's get to this game, though. We got the Rams taking on the Browns. The Rams 5-6 on the season, so really not out of it the way the NFC playoff picture is shaping up. Of course, it is a 17-game season. We're 11 games in for the Rams, and the Browns 7-4 on the season. And while they are 7-4, and the defense has been outstanding, just 2-3 straight up on the road. And this week, a little bit different story as Joe Flacco takes over as quarterback for the Browns, who are just going through them like no one's business. DTR last week, knocked out. The week before that, it was Deshaun Watson. And so it has been nothing but trouble at the quarterback spot. So putting in an immobile guy and a guy who kind of has been around the block a couple times, Joe Flacco. So you do gain that experience. But the Flacco that we saw for the Jets the last couple times around those last years, it was not a good story. So we need to keep that in mind here. When we look at the Los Angeles Rams, 5-6, 2-3 straight up at home. But the Rams have actually played some pretty good football in spots. When we've seen the Rams play well, they've played really well. They've won their last two games, both those in the division against Seattle and Arizona. They lost against Green Bay, a bad game, and they lost against Dallas in a bad game. They played the Steelers fairly tough in that 24-17 loss at home, and then, of course, had beaten the Cardinals prior to that. I think that the Rams might be a little bit better team than we gave them credit for at the beginning of the year. Aaron Donald still has it, and I think when you have that guy on your team in the middle of your defensive line, it kind of makes up for a lot. I mean, he can stuff the run, he can get pressure up the middle on the quarterback, collapse the pocket, do all those things. And speaking of collapsing the pocket, when you have a pocket passer and a guy who does not have wheels like Joe Flacco, and you got Aaron Donald on the other side, that's what you call a really bad matchup, because it's not like your line is held up. I mean, when you have quarterbacks on the injury list like the Browns do, well, that means you got problems on the offensive line. And last week at Denver, it was disastrous, losing 29-12 against a Broncos team that I just think gets every call in the book. That's a different story. But the Browns had won their prior three, beating the Steelers, Ravens, and the Cardinals, who seem to be the common opponent here. They beat them up 27-0. Of course, that was not with Joe Flacco as the quarterback. I think, to me, I understand Flacco has the experience. I also understand that this Cleveland Browns defense has been off the chain this year. I mean, they have been absolutely outstanding. And I think this might be a lower scoring game. But at the same time, I got to roll with the Rams, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our betting tools at Sports Chat Place. They're 100% free. They'll tell you how often historically all the bets on the board today have hit, pair them with today's odds, and put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.